Sabrina, you and your light-skinned privileged friends, particularly the one in the purple, she was definitely being a light-skinned, stuck-up, privileged bitch in the way that she was interacting with dark-skinned Sean. That's something that I duly noted with that particular friend. All right, y'all. Good morning. Who am I talking about? Who am I referring to? What am I referring to? Some of y'all may be familiar, some of y'all may not be familiar with Oprah Winfrey. She has a show called Ready to Love on her network. It's about Black people dating. And I've been a fan of the show for ever since it came out. I've been digging Ready to Love because, as you all know, most of you that's watching this, you know, I am the world's first and only dark skin activist. I created dark skin activism in 1998. It is the very first platform ever in history to fight to end what some people call colorism and to fight to end what I call darkism. Um, I started this movement in 98. It consists of me doing plays and writing plays and books about only dark skin and darkism and going around the country touring my one woman play about dark skin called A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. Also, I've written more books on dark skin than anybody in the world, and those books include Darkism 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, um, A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge, which I have a book and a play version, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the first motivational book for dark skinned females, and Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. So in 2010, I brought the first colorism channel, dark skin channel, to YouTube and social media. In 2015, I went viral for being the world's first and only dark skin activist, where I had called out Kendrick Lamar's darkism. And from that point on, people began plagiarizing my work and taking it back to their channels, passing it off as if it were their own, but it's not. I am the originator of dark skin activism and coming online and on the internet and talking about colorism and darkism. So that's the background. That's my background for those of you that don't know. You can also go to my website, darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. You can make donations there to my Cash App, my PayPal, and you can also download a free ebook copy of my book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Okay, it's only right. That's a good segue, darkism. The scene with Sabrina and her light-skinned privileged friends, that's an example of darkism. That's an example of the ways in which dark-skinned people are discriminated against. And that is being sized up and attacked. From what I saw when I watched this particular portion of Ready to Love, the assignment was to allow the guys that you're interested in to meet your friends. And I noticed that there was a difference in the energy with the light-skinned guy, Walter, versus the dark-skinned Sean. And y'all give me a second here. I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see. For those of y'all that don't know, how they look, I'm gonna show you how they look. Okay, Sabrina herself, I believe she's Korean and Black. And this guy right here. This is Walter, with the blue suit on. There you go. You can see him right there. That's Walter. He's light skinned. He's definitely lighter skinned than Sean. That's Sean. So Sabrina allowed Sean and Walter to meet her friends. And what I could tell y'all, from the moment that Sean walked up in there was this stuck upness, light skin privilege that was going on. Now, y'all could look at the show, and y'all could lie and say it wasn't. The people on there could lie and say it wasn't. But to me, that's what I saw. I saw them have a nicer reception to light skinned Walter than they had to Sean. And to Sean's credit, I'll give him credit, because even though they was coming at him, there was a lighter skinned man that was one of her friends that was rude to him. The light-skinned woman that had on a purple dress, her face, she just had a nasty look on her face the whole time. It read stuck up. It read, you're not good enough for my friend. You could just see this, coming from their face. And again, y'all, this is the ways in which I'm giving y'all ways in which dark skinned people are discriminated against. And yes, the dark skinned men are included as a part of this. I felt like from the interaction that Sabrina's light-skinned privileged friends, and I'm not necessarily saying Sabrina herself is exhibiting light-skinned privilege, because she might not be. I mean, obviously, Sean was one of her picks. Dark-skinned Sean was one of her picks, and she invited them to come, you know what I'm saying, meet up with her friends. But the friends and all the friends was light-skinned. I just got to throw that in there because it's a fact. All Sabrina friends was light-skinned. Okay, that's a fact. But the real issue, the real problem came in their interaction. The darkism, I think, came in their interaction with how they interacted with dark-skinned Sean versus light-skinned Walter. It just came off as if, Sabrina's light-skinned friends felt like Sean was simply not good enough for them. That Sean was simply not good enough to be in their little light-skinned circle. Literally, all the people in her circle, I'm just calling it out, was light-skinned. That's all it is to it. And they were being hard on Sean, in his questioning. And the guy was like, back it up, hold it up. Her little light-skinned friend guy, when he was asked a question about what he had said to Sabrina, which I felt like he explained, but I just felt like this lighter skinned dude wanted to kind of jump down his throat, even though the man had actually explained what he had, what he had said, and I just felt like he was being attacked, and it's darkism. It's this sentiment of you're not good enough. And a lot of times dark-skinned people, I've been in the room with people like this before too, where I'm dark-skinned and I come up in the room and people want to act like, well, I'm not good enough. And the elephant in the room is they're not gonna say it, y'all. They're not gonna say it out of their mouth, but it's how they treat you. Understand that darkism is not necessarily what you say out your mouth. Darkism is body language. Darkism is how you treat a person. Like I said, her light-skinned friend with the purple on, I don't think I ever saw her smile. She was just kind of rude and cold and brash towards this man. I'm like, dang, this man ain't did nothing to y'all. I mean, y'all going off of what Sabrina told y'all, but I mean, you're not giving the dark-skinned man the benefit of the doubt, whereas you gave Walter, who's light-skinned, y'all gave him the benefit of the doubt. Y'all just meeting both of them. So I didn't feel like it was an equal thing to where her friends, her light-skinned privileged friends, because that's what y'all are, I didn't feel like they was giving each guy an equal chance. And I do feel like one of the main reasons, the big elephant in the room, is because of darkism. Yes, because of darkism. This is the dark-skinned activist assessment. Y'all ain't got to like it. I don't care. I feel like the light-skinned people, her light-skinned friends, felt more comfortable with Walter because Walter is light-skinned. And he exudes, this is in the mind of people that express darkism. He exudes that he's able to take care of Sabrina financially. He exudes wealth. He exudes education. He exudes class. Whereas dark-skinned Sean, the sentiment was not the same towards dark-skinned Sean. Y'all don't believe me? You go and watch this week's most recent Ready to Love. I think it's the 26th. It aired yesterday, Friday. So y'all ain't got to believe what I'm saying. If you are honest with yourself and you watch the interaction between Sabrina's light-skinned friends and Walter versus the interaction between Sabrina's light-skinned privileged friends versus Sean, I don't know how you can come to the conclusion that there was no darkism expressed. And I just felt like, they like I said, they were just harder on him. It wasn't like a pleasant exchange. It was like this hard exchange. And y'all should see Sean, how he reacted. He was just like, it's almost like he had this look on his face like he didn't expect this. Like he felt like he was being bombarded, like y'all caught me off guard. That's the look that he had on his face, because when he was walking up, he was all positive and happy, and he even had a deck of cards and like, we're gonna play cards and have a good time. But as soon as he came in the building, they didn't give him, this warm reception. They were in attack mode. And like I said, subliminally, subconsciously, it's due in part to darkism, where we do have some Black people that are light skinned, some non-dark skinned people that still in this day and age think that they're better than dark skinned people. And that is what I read when I watched this interaction, y'all. I'm going to do another one. That's pretty much what I had to say on this. I just wanted to point that out, because y'all know I'm the dark skinned activist. And when I see a instance of darkism, I'm going to come up on here and I'm going to let y'all know, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to do a live on Zadia. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I might do it today. Who knows? But Zadia, see, I'm an equal opportunity here. I don't just call out people that practice darkism against dark skinned people. I call out as well a dark skinned person's, their negative behavior. And I got a little something to say about Zadia, but I'll get into that later. So y'all catch that stream later. Hopefully you guys make sure you subscribe to my channel, so that when I go live, all you have to do is hit the notification bell. You'll be informed when I go live. Now, if you want to make a donation to the Dark Skin Activist, please go to my Cash App, which is $Rashida Lala. Once again, $Rashida Lala. And you guys can make a donation to my, hold on one second, y'all. I'm going to my website. You guys can make a donation. If you go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, once again, that is darkskinactivist.com, and you scroll down, you will find, I'll show you, you'll find my Cash App, which is $Rashida Lala. You'll find my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And you can make your donations at either one, or you can go to my GoFundMe by Googling Rashida Strober GoFundMe, and you'll see my short-term goal is to reach $11,000 with the GoFundMe. My long-term goal is to reach $1 million. Now, you can also download a free ebook copy of my book, Darkism. And if you like what I had to say about this brand of darkism that I pointed out on Ready to Love, you're going to love this book, because in this book, I'm pointing out 25 concrete examples and ways that darkism occurs. And darkism is a word that I coined, meaning I created the word darkism. And I created the word darkism because the word colorism, which was coined by Alice Walker somewhere around the early 1980s, I felt like colorism didn't go far enough to express the discriminations, the very unique discriminations that dark-skinned people face. So I created the word darkism and wrote the book Darkism. So if you go to my website, as you can see, I'm right there right now. All you got to do is go there and you can download a free ebook copy of my book Darkism. And again, the Cash App is there and the PayPal is there. So if you want to make a donation, once again, my Cash App is $Rashida Lala. Once again, that's $Rashida Lala. My PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time to listen, subscribe, get the book, and make a donation. And also, if you have watched Ready to Love, if you watched this episode, tell me in the comments, what do you think? All right, y'all. I'm out.